Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. On the Solana chart, we can see that the price is currently still testing our micro support area. I'm going to zoom in a minute. We talked about this support area yesterday. Not really any notable new developments on the chart, but obviously also there is an absence of strength at the moment because we're testing support. However, support hasn't broken yet, so trend continuation to the upside is still possible, even though we haven't really seen that critical fifth wave form yet that we want to see for a direct trend continuation. Let's first of all zoom out here. I'm already on the 1 hour chart anyway, but I have zoomed out a bit, and you can actually see that the fourth wave bottomed here on the 23rd of January. I mean, that is sort of and has been really my main thesis. Looking at this then, the idea is that we are in a fifth wave to the upside of an even larger third wave. So that fifth wave is also a 5-wave pattern. My best interpretation is that we've seen a wave 1 as an ABC pattern. We've seen a wave 2. The wave 3 could technically be complete. It reached a 1.786 extension, which is already quite extended. It's not too extended to be, it's fine, further extensions are always possible, but that's absolutely fine for a third wave. I gave you a support area in wave 4, and we said as long as we are holding this support range, and we have to give the price a bit of space. We're in a volatile space, and it's not moving in impulses but in diagonals, but therefore we have to give it a bit of space. And as long as the $131 level is holding, further continuation into the region between $225 and $268 is possible. Now these targets can creep further to the upside, okay? That's always what happens, especially when, within third waves especially. Okay, this is a fifth wave, but it's part of a larger third. So targets can always creep higher. Remember that my initial target for this move up was 190. I mean, to be fair, we broke it, but we haven't sustained above it. So I have really only talked about that $190 target throughout January, February, or let's say February, early March, and it's been reached, right? But because we're still holding support, I'm still looking at higher prices. And don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you that the bull market top is somewhere around 225 to 268. No. Remember our videos when we also cover the daily and weekly charts, and here it points towards something around $420 to $750 approximately. Also, that might still change, but we're not even halfway there. So looking at the zoomed in perspective or version then, let's zoom in, and here you can see that the market, obviously the idea is that a third wave topped. That top formed last week. No, it formed this week, didn't it? Yeah, 18th. So that would be a third wave top. It's possible that the wave 4 bottomed on the 20th of March. But then to get further clarity about this, I would really like to see a 5-wave pattern to the upside. Until then, it is very likely that the lower boundary lines here of the support area will be tested in a more extended wave 4 in white, A, B, C. So it's either that wave 4 bottomed, it's done, and we're now moving up in wave 5, but then I would like to see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would be another smaller degree wave 1, then an ABC pullback in wave 2, and then we can move up from there, okay? Now that doesn't mean it couldn't still go higher even if we break micro support, but it will become much more difficult for the price to do that. And I'm just saying that 5 waves to the upside would provide us some clarity. Now at the moment, it's just showing some short-term weakness. It's testing that micro support area. That hasn't changed since yesterday. It's still between $180.50 and $188 with an ideal target at 184. Okay, so 184, as I always say, is typically the ideal support for a fourth wave. It's just touched that spot on, okay, but hasn't shown a decent buy reaction yet. So it's too early to say that we get 5 waves. It would be, I think, a break above those last swing highs here at $191.60 would be a first indication that wave 4 might have bottomed. Until then, it's very much possible that wave C to the downside has already started, and I will give you a target for that. But then again, that wouldn't be bearish. It would just mean we test the orange support region again. So possible target for the C wave down would be the 100% extension. The B wave was healthy enough, absolutely healthy enough. We talk about round about maybe $152 143 maybe. Okay, so ideally it doesn't even break below the 50% fib level. Ideally, in whatever it's doing now, if it tests the orange box again, I really don't want it to break below 143. Yeah, I have this sort of buffer zone there still to the golden ratio level at 131, but that would be quite weak. So ideally it's holding 143. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. I mean, it's entirely possible that also this is turning into a larger ABC structure, but 5 waves up would give us greatest clarity, but we don't have it at this stage. So watching for 5 waves up, one more high would be great. Next resistance is at 199 and then $209, $210 basically. So at least it gives you the relevant parameters to watch. But yeah, important to note is we had an initial reaction to support, rallied into resistance, and now we are just testing, can we see 5 waves or not? Until then, the white count definitely needs to be considered. Hope that helps a bit. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.